Okay, we're live. Welcome everyone around the globe. I can feel the excitement, and it's in the air, and boy, is it palpable. I can see by all the faces here on the panel. Welcome everyone. There's a lot of familiar faces here today. Everyone give a big wave to all those people watching across the globe. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So I'm Susie McCrae from the USA, and I have the honor and privilege of introducing the person who has brought us all together. Throughout this journey, he has remained steadfast in his vision and mission. And it's been under unfathomable external and internal pressures, but he's remained consistent, loyal, and committed to our big, bold, beautiful shared dream. How great is that? His character and integrity has remained unwavered, even in the most difficult times. He's taught us and reminded us about pruning, adjusting the sails, being fueled for purpose, and rising from the shadows to the sunrise. But you know what? Today is about moving forward. So it gives me great pleasure to introduce this man that I know, love, and trust, our founder, Mr. Ash Mufareh. Welcome, Ash. So good to see you.
Very good to see you all. Thank you so much, Susie. And I am really, really excited to deliver this message to you today. Uh, it is delightful to see all of you here. What a moment in life. I'm your friend, Ash Mufareh, speaking to you today directly, personally from the heart. Whether you're a longtime supporter or somebody who stood in the sideway or been distracted by other things, or someone who's been quietly just watching, unsure what's next. I want to take the opportunity to speak to you today with perfect clarity, humility, and renewed purpose. Obviously, we're at a turning point, and I believe that with all my heart, actually, that what lies ahead is worth everything it took to get here. I know it's taken a while, but it's worthwhile. And I wasn't sure. Honestly, I'm having a hard time to say this, but I promised to talk to you with clarity and transparency all of the time. As I was preparing for these remarks and having some bullet points and highlights, uh, I wasn't planning to talk about this topic on this global update. I actually made a deliberate choice not to mention anything about our situation with the SEC. I thought I'm leaving that out for now. It is no secret that this litigation has been challenging, painful, however, and lengthy. But fortunately, we have been represented by some of the best, most experienced, and skilled lawyers in the country, period. Everybody could look up who's representing us. Couldn't get any better team. And under my instructions, they've defended the case vigorously. But that has taken time, attention, and resources away from our core mission. However, I've got to tell you, I'm so encouraged by the recent developments. In fact, I'm actually pretty excited, and I look forward to being able to give you much more complete and positive update on this topic very, very, very soon. So stay tuned. I can tell you it's a very bad day and not so exciting for the haters. They're not having a good day. And this is not what they wished for. This is probably a nightmare for them. But God is good. I have to say that up front, loud and clear. And what a victorious day. I will be addressing this on a separate day, separate, exclusive update, live update again, possibly number two, because it's a big topic and I know you want to know more. And I'll break it down to you with what's allowed, okay, or what's uh, productive or meaningful to you. But I'd rather to go back on track and continue my uh, initial plan about a few things that you want to hear today. Let's begin by being completely transparent. This journey has not been easy for any of us. Yes, probably long or longer than we hoped for. We've experienced delays, we've dealt with disappointments, and yes, we've made mistakes. I did. Some of our efforts actually fell short and, you know, not as we hoped for. But some plans and some of our production actually had to be scrapped and rebuilt from the ground up, totally from the scratch. And the truth is, some people we trusted were not what we thought who they are and who they were. I take a full responsibility, obviously, for everything that has happened under my leadership, and not in shame, but with humility and someone who has learned, adapted, and committed to doing better. We built something bold. And when you build something bold, the risk is bigger, but so is the potential reward. It's worth it. And I know many of you have been frustrated, some confused, and you've been waiting for a moment of clarity. This is that moment. Crystal clear. The road ahead is very clear. So let's talk about the recent survey and some of the revelation and results about that. I am super excited to talk about this. Recently, we've invited you to respond and participate in a private survey. Three simple questions, no pressure, no spin, just truth. And we needed to know, are you still with us actually? We want to know. We want to feel, where do you stand? We know where we stand. How long are you willing to wait? And do you believe it's time for a new vehicle to carry out our shared mission? Now, let me tell you what we found. And what was going in my head, I'm going to share that personal thought with you. I had three predictions. I've told the team and those who spoke with me on the side, behind the scenes, I've told them I had three predictions, okay, of how many people I thought would respond or would be engaged. I gave one low prediction and one kind of like middle of the road, and one I thought was probably overly optimistic, okay? Big, medium, small, okay? Or small, medium, big. But what happened next left me absolutely floored. And I'll explain that to you. You may realize the importance of this. You didn't just meet my most optimistic prediction. That's okay. But you've exceeded it by nearly 3 times. So small, medium, big, 3 times bigger than the big. I was astonished. That alone tells me how loud and clear you're still here and you believe and you are ready forward. You are ready to move forward. You are good to go forward. You're not stuck in the past. That was an eye opener. Okay, I shared with you the answers you gave. Over 90% of you said without hesitation. I will try to share with you the exact screenshot, okay? I am conservative by telling you over 90%. Some of them are 98 point something. So you could say 100% that without hesitation, I'm totally with you, no matter how long it takes. I see the vision, I agree. And if we want to succeed, we need a new vehicle. We need a new direction. We need a new way of running and operating. That was loud and clear. I thank you for that. Respond. And to each and every one of you who responded, you've given me the fuel to continue the mission. More fuel. I'm already pumped, as you could tell. But you've given the leadership team focus. They're even more motivated now. And you've reminded us why we started this journey in the first place. And let me add a little bit more to this. From your end, you see 3 simple questions. Okay, what could this doesn't take a genius? And the results are very obvious. Okay, most of you selected, I'm fully committed. And whatever timeline it takes, okay? And obviously, we need a new vehicle. That is clear. You see all of that. But we have invisible data to you that are very uh, compelling. Number one, the number of people, and here's another one. So the number of people actually took the time to select, and the number or the frequency of most of you going to the same survey as many as 10 times a day. The overall sessions and login, it was practically a weekend and a day, right? Millions and millions and millions of logs in. Who thought this would be possible after all this time?
Is he froze up, guys?
I think he's froze. I thought it was me.
It's frozen. Give him a quick email, Chris.
I
So
did.
something blinked.
You froze for a few there, Ash. You
Okay,
froze.
no problem.
You're back.
Are we good so far?
We don't have your
Your
camera.
video's off.
My video's not on?
It's not
Oh.
on.
No, not on.
I have it on. Okay, let me click again.
No,
Did it work?
It's
no.
not on.
Not yet.
Okay, oh, I see the screen is freezing. Okay. Let it refresh. That's okay.
But
This is live.
yeah, what you said was so powerful. It like made everyone think.
He is coming back in shortly, everyone. Please
Okay.
give us a few minutes.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's okay now.
that's incredible data he's sharing. Very, 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 incredible.
Are you sure somebody's not is not trying to hack the system?
Please turn on your mic, Mr. Mufareh.
Olivia, you need to mute yourself as well, Olivia. There you go.
Are we all good now?
Yes,
There
Again,
you are.
we are.
Okay.
this is live and things happen with the live
Freezing.
it has some tech.
Mr. Mufareh, you're coming in and out.
That looks better. We can't hear you.
You hear me now?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, that's fine. I mean, that's actually good. Let me forgive me for this, okay? But you may have noticed, like certain individuals who once had a visible presence with us are no longer associated with us. Um, don't let that distract you. Let me be very clear about this. And in general, any decision to distance ourselves from anyone, especially a public like somebody on the surface in a way, and especially when we have to take this publicly, it is never made lightly. I hope you would respect this. These decisions are deliberate, cautious, and made only after thorough review of what's in the best interest of the community, not just one, but I have to protect the community. When we speak about someone's, you know, who was known or they were known publicly and their departure, uh, it is always done with one goal in mind: to protect you. It's that simple. Our priority is the health and safety of our platform, obviously, our brand, and our people. That's number one priority. Nothing personal. We do believe in transparency, but we also believe in dignity. So I ask that we all respect that not everything needs to be shouted from the rooftop. Let it go. And sometimes doing the right thing quietly is more powerful than making noise. I know you're going to respect my approach to this and trust our decision. What matters is this. What matters is this. We are focused. We are pruning what's no longer serving us. As we said in the O News series. And we are building with integrity. It's the bottom line. When someone doesn't align with our values and our characters, our principles, no place for us. mainly to protect the health. We cannot have a polluted environment, the health of our community. Let's talk about the turning point now. We are obviously at a turning point, like where we come from, everything that happened, and where we're going. We are now standing on the edge of something new. We've taken a hard look at what worked and what didn't, and what we must do differently. We are rebuilding, not just as a reboot of the old and a refurbish and just a relabel, a sticker on it. No, 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 no. But as a birth of something better. Totally. Yes, we are creating a new vehicle. But more than that, we are clarifying the destination. Our eyes are always on the target, on laser focus, on the goal, on the dream. Because a shiny car is useless if it's not going anywhere meaningful. So we have to be clear on our purpose and our destination. Our dream has been always bold, okay? I think we all know that. We've always been bold, okay? To uplift lives, to create fairness through innovation, to give people not just tools, okay, but a true opportunity. That's what's making the difference in our journey. We're not abandoning the dream. In fact, we are doubling down on it with more focus, with more experience, with more energy than ever. So you may not see all the details, honestly, and yet, but I promise you, behind the scenes, the wheels are turning. And more importantly, we're doing it differently this time. I learned not to get ahead of myself. Speaking of what we've learned, let's talk about some lessons we've learned. Here's what I learned. Okay, let me share with you. It is better to underpromise and overdeliver. That's obvious than the other way around. So we're going to be telling you more realistic updates. I'm not here to hype you up, period. Okay? Indeed, we're doing it totally different. Totally. And I'm not going to tease you or tease things up and uh, put more light on things that don't even exist yet. Maybe they're in the pipeline or anything, but not ready yet. Just to inflate the expectations and some clever words and fancy presentations, all of it. We're not going to do that. From now on, actually, everything we build, everything we launch, everything we promise will be tested, proven, and ready to go. Period. There would be no hype, no more guesswork, just the real things that work, that are practical, that are transparent, that are really backed up by actual value again. We will roll out our new offerings, obviously, in stages, carefully and strategically. Not going to have a wide ladder and walk with it and bump into many things. We're going to be like the edge of an arrow, so sharp and clear. Focus, start small, and then expand. If that makes sense to you. Not to keep people waiting, but to ensure that everything and every step forward is solid and secure. Stabilize, then scale. I know we've waited long enough, and you've waited. You deserve more than words. You deserve results. Because I learned early on in my life that either you can have results or excuses. You can have excuses or results. You cannot have both. And I don't know if you know, but I just heard that, you know what's the easiest way to get to the top? And the best way to get to the top is to get off your bottom. So I am going to give them to you. I'm going to give you results, all right? I'm going to give you action. We are in action constantly, not in theory, again, in action. We are definitely indeed reforming, reorganizing, restructuring, recommitting to the dream and what unite us and what brought us here together. In fact, what unites all of us here is our past, present, and future. What unites all of that is the shared dream that we have, that big, bold, beautiful dream that we share together. It is not about a logo or just a platform or colors or theme. It's not about fancy words or stickers or flashy things. It's only about people. It's about you, people. It's about believing that ordinary individuals, like most of us, deserve extraordinary possibilities. That dream is alive and well. And if you're listening to this, you've stayed this long, then it lives in you too, just like us. Why we can't let it go? It lives in us. All in. This is absolutely not the end of anything. Watch this. Not the end of anything. This is the rebuilding of everything. The rebuilding in a better way. So here's what I ask you. Genuinely, I want you to stay strong, be patient, have confidence. Don't get distracted. Let's reunite and wonderful new things are on the way. I can assure you that. I would never, never overpromise, or I would never fail you. I'm here. I pledge with all my heart, energy, breath to fight for you, to continue this journey all the way. No cap. And when they are ready, those beautiful things are on the way, not before. You are going to be the first to know. That is a priority. That's a pledge. That's a grandfathering to you. That is my responsibility. I will always give you that priority and that privilege, that advantage ahead of the rest. So have confidence. Rest assured that it's going to come to you first. You're going to know. We're building something worth being proud of, okay? More than just a business or a platform. Not for a quick win, but for a lasting success, for a legacy. You're not alone in this, obviously. Okay, we're doing this together. We are in this together. And this time, we're doing it right. That's what matters. We're doing it right. We've done some pruning. I mean, I think the word is becoming popular. And we're a healthier body right now. We have a stronger foundation. And this time, we're going places. I genuinely want to thank you for believing, for staying, and thank you for giving us the chance to finish what we've started. Only better. And I appreciate all of you. I love you. I respect you. And we're not done yet. We're just getting started. I can't help myself but to talk about a quick glimpse or two to give you a sense of reality of what's happening behind the scene. When we had that survey, uh, typically companies are going to look for services or solutions out in the market, subscribe, okay, buy a package, and just stick your questionnaire there. All right. The team heard me talking about that. They couldn't help themselves but surprising me. He said, we're creating our own survey. I said, yeah, but that's going to take time. So let's just, do that in the future. I appreciate that. I don't know if it's worth it to get distracted. No, 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 no. It's done. You want to go have a test? What? You don't have a test? Okay. It was seamless. I didn't have a department. I didn't have a building. I didn't have like a whole presentation. I just said survey application. It was done practically in a blink in IT time. Late last night, my time here, uh, I was with the team and I mentioned to them, by the way, on tomorrow's session, we, the team is asking, and in particular, Julie is asking for recommendation to a rotator service. And I said, which one do you recommend? This, that, or do you have something better? They said, we'll let you know. Okay. So we continued the topic. I'm telling you, late last night and 3.5 hours later, are you around? Yeah. I oversleep. So yeah, please come on. So I'm kidding. But uh, yeah, tell me what's happening. Can you hop on the meeting? I say, sure, yeah. Check this out. What? Our own rotator service, done, tested, better than anything I've seen. Yeah, no, there's no design, but the engine is slick, powerful, so strong. Click, 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 unlimited. Everything is unlimited. Talk to Julie on the side. She will talk on her live. Like, some of the applications available, they charge you by the views, by the click, by the URL. Oh, come on. And I was blown. I actually was really thinking, am I dreaming? It took hours. I can say one and a half person because one was on it. The other one was spotting him. I said him, okay? Didn't take a whole entourage. It was done. Said, are you sure? Can we use it? Oh, how about this time we just use what's available, like a generic one, okay, off the market. Next time we can, no, 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 it's good. Let's test it. I did try earlier, like a couple of hours ago, to do with Julie and a couple of friends here to test it out. Apparently, I was not clicking something. I called them. They said, no, 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 you use it. I would say like, oh, come on, let's leave it for next time. We don't have much time. There's no, there's no glitch. There's no bug. There's a toggle I had to swipe. Okay. I just didn't do it. I think you were with me, Susie, Julie, and Red, and Chris. Like there's something to make it auto. The percentage, I just have to swipe that. That's it. It worked like a charm. And it's working. Right now, we're using our service. Oh, survey, oh, rotate. What a time to be in when our team is creating applications faster than I can come up with their names. A name for the application. It was a simple side question. Which service do you recommend? We'll get back with you. Less than 4 hours later, here's the application. So when we did the test earlier today, they told me, yeah, no, it's working. No, 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 don't forget everything else. It's perfect. It's working. As of now, it's live and it's working. Guess what? They told me, oh, we just finished also to even add to my blown mind. They already finished a whole analytics system, reports, geographical, heat map, the number, the clicks, the rotation. This is beyond crazy. I have no words to describe my feeling, my excitement, my confidence, my gratitude, and my belief in this team. We've learned a bit. All right. I'm going to step back and allow a couple of you to chime in, and we'll come back to a full closure as we go with the presentation.
Well, thank you, Ash Mufareh, and welcome everybody on the panel. If you are not blown away by what information we've just been having here today, then you're in the wrong place. So let's just clarify a few things that Ash has gone over today for everyone so that we know exactly what he's been talking about. Obviously, the YouTubers amongst us here will break it all down. We'll go over it at length and all the rest of it, and we will get into detail a bit more about it. But let's just go over the key points that our CEO, Ash Mufareh, brought out today. The first of it was a bit of a surprise to me, and that was the SEC case. Actually, he mentioned about it and gave us a little bit of information about how he's had the best lawyers involved with it, and it has been a long period of time that this has been on, but it's coming to a close now. He was extremely excited about the outcome, and he is going to do a whole set aside webinar to explain the ins and outs, the nitty gritty about all of his. But the bottom line is He's very excited about the decision that's been made so far. It's not game over yet, but it is certainly looking extremely good. For those people who thought it was going to be game over for our CEO, Ash Mufareh, and the rest of us, I don't think they're going to be very happy about the outcome that is there at the moment. We also then went into the journey about the ups and downs and where we've been going. Mistakes, of course, have been made. We know these, it's been well documented. But the bottom line of the journey that we've been on is really where we're going now. Risks have to be made to make something that is going to be much better than it was before. This is now a moment of clarification, he said. Why? Because it really is something that is going to change. We are at a turning point. He mentioned a hard look at ourselves of what work is going on behind the scenes, but this hasn't deterred us. This really is now the moment when it's going to be a rebirth of what we are going to have in the future. We've now got a better vehicle to take us to that destination. He is laser focused on that destination. Yes, the road's been blocked. Yes, we've had to change things. But one thing's for sure is that now everything is clear. We've got rid of stuff that we didn't need. And in fact, he mentioned about the pruning. He mentioned about people that weren't in line with us, so that they needed to be let go for the benefit of all of us. But the one thing that is clear about all this, we now have that bold dream in front of us, and we are doubling down on our energy, our experience, and above all, the determination to get to that. He mentioned about the survey. Now, we were all involved in that survey. We all took a bit of time looking at it and answering it. There was only 3 questions, he said, but one thing that blew him away was the commitment we all showed to putting that survey out. He had a rough idea of where he thought we would be as far as engagement and what we were going to say, but more than 3 times the amount of people put that survey in. In fact, you did it in the millions. Millions of you logged in, not once, several times into your accounts to look or to go to that survey. All of this analytical data is there for our CEO, Ash Mufareh, and the team to look at. They're going to analyze it. But the uptake of all of that was more than 90% of us took the time to go to that survey. That's incredible figures, guys. It really is. And congratulations to our team who put that together and to our CEO. Another thing as well is that was mentioned on this was our focus, how we are aligning ourselves now with that future. This has to be done with integrity. This has to be done with you in mind. He was talking about this is the thing that really is what everything's about. Making sure that you are looked after, that you are safe. He mentioned about building and integrity. Updates, he said, on the team building and all the rest of it will be coming out very shortly. But one thing's for sure is the reason for what went on and how it all occurred is because of your safety. Things needed to be done to protect the business, but more importantly, to protect you within the business. He even went as far as to saying that I pledge to fight for you on this journey. You will be the first, he said, to know when things are there ready for you. He said, this time we are doing it right. We are doing it in a much healthier position with better foundations, and we are laser focused on our dream. He also mentioned about a new product that has only just come to us to use. In fact, today, and this is the rotator, which we're actually on right now. He gave us an example of how good the tech team are. He was speaking with Julie to the tech team about we need a rotator so that we can put this out onto all the YouTube channels that are out there. And they said, well, what do you recommend to the tech team? He said, hang on a minute. 3.5 hours later, with only one and a half, a guy looking on, said, there you go, Mr. Mufareh, use this. He said, use what? This is our own rotator, unlimited. Have as many URLs in there as you like. You don't have to pay for clicks. You don't have to pay for different URLs. It's just hours. This is now going to be, guess what? Another product that's there going to be in our arsenal. These sort of people that are behind the scenes now working for us really are making the difference in this rebirth of the next phase. It's not a remake. It is not a rehash. It is not a sticking plaster that's going over an old vehicle. That vehicle's well and truly dead. The vehicle is blown up. The sides are caving in. The rust has got in and it is going nowhere. This is the rebirth of a brand new phase. This is something that we're going to be very proud of. And if you heard the excitement in our CEO's voice, you should be excited as well. Why? Because it's all being done for us. Back to you.
Thank you so much, Red. It's without going into too much duplication, I just want to show that this share by our CEO, where he started out by saying, "I'm your friend," speaking from the heart. It just colors everything that this company is about. He talked about clarity, humility, transparency, and renewed purpose. And he did that by very frankly sharing about the SEC case. It was challenging, it was painful and lengthy. And yes, it was a struggle, but it was worth it because at the end of it, the success is going to be actually making our enemies not so happy, and that we are the ones who were victorious in all of this because truth wins, and it was worth the effort because at the end of the day, this is our dream, our our purpose in this world. So that was just one way of sharing clarity. The survey, he was, his expectations were low, medium, high, and he told us that it just exceeded everything by 3 times, which is huge because he had already put a high expectation, right? And it showed that we were truly with him and that the team was so excited, even more motivated, more encouraged by our enthusiastic dedication. And that I think a lot of the world is going to be amazed at the caliber of people that come into this because they've waited for this their whole lives, right? So then we had this invisible data that they were looking at, as Red said, millions and millions of logins, frequency of visits, the number of people that put their heart into it. And it just led to just an absolute solidification of our dedication going forward. And again, he talked about the transparency, about having to prune, having to make sure that everyone here that's on board is fully aligned with this vision because it's too important to have anything dragging it down. And it was painful, yes, but we pushed through it, done with dignity. So he also shared that we don't have to be airing our dirty laundry to the world. We want to be very dignified, very, very clear about how we just need people who are aligned with the values walking this path forward with us. And again, Red mentioned about the new vehicle, that we're doubling down on our big, bold, beautiful dream. The lessons we've learned, this is one of my favorite things about our CEO, Ash Mufareh, is that he has showed us time and time again that it's much better to under promise and over deliver. And he has done this again and again and again. And this new vehicle, this new journey is going to be exactly the same. When something is ready, fully tested, fully ready, it will be given, it will be rolled out, and it will be rolled out in stages, not all at once, but in carefully strategic stages, and then expand it out, which we refer to as stabilize, then scale, all this is a marketing guru we have at the helm of our ship here, and I trust him fully with this strategy, this way of moving forward. So one of the things that Ash said that was funny was the easiest way to the top is to get off your bottom. And he clarified that his team is absolutely in action constantly, 24/7 for our benefit. And we are recommitting to the dream, this unbelievable and humbling dream of believing that your average ordinary person on the street all around the world in all economic stages is absolutely deserving of extraordinary abundance in their lives, of being free to expand and do everything that they were put on this earth to do. And that is Ash's vision, is to lift all of us out of wherever we are and lift us higher as a group, as a collective. And that dream, as he said, is alive and well. And so this is not the end of anything. It's the beginning of something absolutely extraordinary, the rebuilding of everything in a better way. And the action for us to take is to not get distracted, stay aligned, stay laser focused on that center of the road that's leading right to the goal, right to the dream, because we are building something that we can be proud of, not just a business, but a movement and a legacy building vehicle. And we are doing it right this time. We had to do some pruning and all of that, but we are absolutely on the way to doing something totally amazing. And that new product, Dash, that is like over delivering. I couldn't believe it. Oh my gosh. So, everybody watching here, this is the way this man rolls. He doesn't even tell us that I didn't even know that we were on and using this product that his team has created literally on the spot for the purpose of this meeting. And I want to do a shout out to Julie Wen and everyone who worked behind the scenes to make this possible, because this was an absolute labor of love to get this going. And I'm so proud to be here with you all. And we could have gone on and on and on about everything that Ash shared. But get excited. This is an awesome place to be. Thanks so much, Ash. Thanks, everyone.
Oh, thank you so much, Gene and Red. That was fantastic. I would love to hear more, definitely. But unfortunately, we're going to stick to the time now. And you know what? I can take a couple of questions if you don't mind, and then we'll call this a day. All right? We have a lot of work to do. So if the host and hostess here would help us to see who is interested in any question within the topics that we've covered in this very session, I'm happy to address that. Thank you so much.
I believe Jeffrey is up. Jeffrey?
By the way, Red, okay, those two services that came just out of nowhere, no plan, uh, realistically, no budget, okay? Nothing spectacular, right? Therefore, can I give them away? Just be sweet and cute and add value? Why not? That's why the enemies are going to hate us even more. That's a problem. I don't have to milk your wallet for something that was possible. And that's the technology I'm talking about today. I was schooled a couple of days ago by one of our genius leaders in the team, the AI IT expert. And even things I mentioned 2 years ago, like my knowledge 2 years ago, I'm not talking 20 years ago, 5 years ago, they're showing me new technologies that are a light year ahead. And what we could accomplish with technology today, price, time, all of that is far exceeded anything I know. It's not going to take us decades to be pioneers in this industry because of who we have on board, because of the way we're doing it, because of working smart and fueled with our shared desire to that goal and dream, we're going to get it done. Back to you. I'm just excited. It's hard to hold myself. I'm going to sit back and relax.
Jeffrey, I have you on if you could unmute your mic, please. Thank you.
Okay, I had a few questions actually. Is there any particular one that we're looking at?
What's more relevant to everybody? Liz, you choose.
Well, there's a few of them.
That the
You know,
public and the rest of the community would see a value in it.
yeah,
I'd be
absolutely.
happy to address all of them, but another time, obviously.
Sure, not a problem. This one has to do with the direction, where we're headed, what we're planning on doing, and that sort of thing. And it's basically, what is the current compass reading or guiding that you're using for the direction, either technologically or ethically, even or even energetically. What is it that you're looking at in reference to a direction for where we're going and how you plan to proceed from here on out?
It's a fair question. Thank you, Jeffrey. Appreciate it. I was delighted talking to you the other day. Thanks again. Uh, I think it's quite simple. Okay. I'm going to put it in the simplest possible way. We have a very clear destination to accomplish that dream. So that destination, that dream, still intact. So we went to work, and the methods, the vehicle, the operation that we've been using or used, we're not taking us to where we want to go effectively, uh, time efficient, or the proper way. Not up to our standards. And we were faced with two, possibly three scenarios, but most probability is either keep on patching and be more emotional to that entity or and attached, or this way is not taking us. We're going to change the direction, a different vehicle, but the dream is intact, the destination is intact. I mean, most people would think the third scenario. This is too painful. This is too hard. See you in the next life. Adios. We chose the hardest one, not the easiest one, not the fastest one, not the convenient one. We chose to completely let go of all the polluted stuff, not to take anything, not a piece of junk, nothing. Not that it's bad, not that we deny it or undermine it. That's who we are. This is a beautiful part, a great chapter of our journey. You cannot slash it. It happened, and it was valuable. It was useful. But it taught us also a better vehicle, a better direction. And make no mistake, we're going to get to that dream at any cost, whatever it takes. So where we are and all of that and the compass and this, okay. Just like we said, we're going to tell you when you need to know, when it's done, period. It's that simple. Just like today, I wasn't boasting about you're going to have a survey or okay. You just used it. That URL in the pop-up in the ONews 9 that you saw, that you clicked on today, you just saw it. It was live. I didn't say a word to you before that. That's the new theme. You're going to see action ahead of our words. And then you can brag about it and you can be proud of it and you do the talk. And I will borrow my brother John White's muscles to flex. I have chicken wings, yeah. All right. Hopefully that's satisfactory for now. Anyone else? Let's wrap it up.
Terry, you are up.
Hello, thank you for having me. And
Hi,
Mr.
Terry.
Mufareh, hi. I know that you did sort of answer my question, but I just want to further it a little bit as far as the survey. Like, I'm just personally blown away. Was so excited to see your excitement. But I know you gave us 3 levels of what you thought could be, and it exceeded that amount. And I just want to know, between the numbers and the answers, which one were you more surprised about? And that had to motivate you in the new direction that we're going. That had to fire you up even more to know that we all stand behind the choices that you and the team have made. Like, how did that ignite you even more? Because personally, I was excited to hear you say, the responses to that, because there's many of us who are out there doing lives and being very active, but I loved that there are people that may not have the time to do all that, but they are still so engaged. So, although we may not see them on a daily basis, it was so reassuring to see how many people are on board with this. So, I just kind of want to know, how much did it fire you up, and how surprised were you by the responses of this great new technology and survey?
Indeed. Thank you so much, Terry. I like the question, and it's very compelling. It's telling. It was valuable, the finding. So perhaps, let's be realistic. Just like you, probably I had in mind a consideration that possibly most people are gone their way, no longer interested in this, or at least fewer people. So just by the number of people who filled in the survey, that is already telling that so many people are still around and care to voice their thing. And remember when I told you, like, some of you like 10 times in a day going back to the survey, is like, this is beyond. It's like, okay, let me get it done and be okay. Like when you have a regular survey in general, that doesn't matter. Like, oh, I can't, but, let me finish it. Or maybe they have to bribe you with a prize or something so you can fill it out. Okay, or they annoy you to do it. This is by love. People come back, come back. It shows the attachment to it, and the number is telling and the frequency is more telling. And go to the first question is like, so thinking myself, I'm thinking people have to be like halfway, but to see almost 100%, don't forget there might be some bad apples in the box that intentionally want to like affect the things, and like if they have something negative they will select it. We know that, but it's almost 100% fully committed. That's
Yeah.
mind-boggling. The
Yeah.
second one, I will tell you, I do have an account and I voted because obviously it's a testing, not that like a monetized account. I selected 180 days, not 90, but most of you selected whatever it takes. I did not select that. So, and the last piece is kind of the most realistic, effective, practical. subjective because we've been educating you through the O New series, and sounds like you're paying attention. You're well engaged, and you realize that it's time for a new vehicle. Scrap that one. Too problematic. It's not going anywhere, okay? By all means, it's not being shut down. It was never shut down. It's in business. If I tell you back to business, no, we never left business. Business as usual. Oh, for my beloved enemies, I didn't think you expect that. Okay. But no, no, no. We're in business, okay? We're not going anywhere. So just chill, all right? Or just go away. Anyway, so I hope that satisfies your curiosity. Good questions, by the way, Jeffrey and Terry. I appreciate the question.
Thank you.
Of course.
Coach,
Back
I
to
got a
you.
question for you. That question is related to
Oh,
the
hello,
SEC.
Doctor. Yeah. Hi.
Yeah, I'm particularly concerned, with all the people that are business people listening in and following the government's troubles and what they've looked at and what you've had to deal with. Now that the SEC case is finished, we can rest assured that there's going to be a future path for what we've all been through. We're not shut down. So I want to
True.
ask you this: how will that affect our new company closure of the SEC case? And what's the real effect to the founders?
Zero effect. Thank you for the question. Zero effect. Nothing to do. I am not barred from doing business, and it's a free market.
Good
I
news.
never want or meant or to violate any of the security laws or regulations. Never, never. Okay, that is my pledge. So we're gonna play by the book, be a regulated company. We're gonna do our best effort not to have any loophole, and have the professionals to make sure we close all the loops. No mistakes or no weak spots, but has no effect on the current nor the future. So there's nothing like, oh, you have to do this differently. Nothing. We're fine. We're business as usual. And no effect on the future. I can open uh, a business every second, 86,000 businesses a day if I could, like if I want. All right. Thank you for the question, Dr. Bill. Good to see you.
Thank you, Mr. Mufareh, for inviting me.
Pleasure.
I had a question. I'm always interested in what's going on in your mind before you do something. And that question
Not
is,
much. I'm kidding.
is that at what time did you realize there was a need for a change to a new direction?
Thank you. I'll be very direct, and I know the answer because I thought about that more than a year ago and been working on it well over than a year ago. Even before the fall down of the team. Let me be very clear for those who think like, oh, you're shut down, you failed. No, 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 no. OnPassive didn't fail. It shattered records. We know all of that. We've got everything. It's only a deliberate choice of doing better. The focus is not on passive. The focus is the dream. Do you want the fruit or do you want to argue with the guard? Okay, I want the fruit. Keep your eye on the fruit. That didn't change. Can I operate on passive? There's no restriction. Is it wise? Is it good? So when I said only God can shut down on passive world, no, God didn't shut down on passive. God showed us a better way. He said, hey, yeah, you're sweet, Ash, okay, and team. You're doing your best, all of that. But I see your heart. I see your work. I'm going to give you a better way. And I'm going to boost you, just like what happened last night. Overnight, an application. No breath wasted. You think that's my work? Call it a cult. Call it what you call it. I'd rather to be good with my God, my Lord, my Creator, than any of those garbage insects. I'm a strong believer, and I am powerless without God. Yes, I'm a strong believer. I have strong faith, and I believe God has his hands into this. Am I bringing God into doing the business or the sales or none of that, okay? But I have to be truthful. I'm no hero. I'm no brave man, or I'm not like a special. I just, I'm just sincere with my calling. Maybe I've been tested by our God. And I just see, I aimed for this, but came a lot better. Do I go with it or just stick with the, you know, things are getting outdated? What's wrong with that? Technology is light year speed. And thankfully, he put the right people in our life, in our journey. It's given us very good expertise to prune, to be more effective, more efficient. That's good. That was necessary. Sometimes change is necessary. Sometimes you might think you're going to have to start all over. No. What we've done, what we've built, what we've worked on is in us, is not leaving. The knowledge, the experience, the emotions, all of that, the spirit, all of that is a buildup, is a compounded energy and force. We're not going 7 years ago. We're not going back 7 years ago. We have those 7 years. We're building, not necessarily on them, but a new direction with that fuel of 7, 8 years ago. Compounded effort. Thank you, my brother John, and I appreciate seeing you always.
Thank you, sir.
Back to you. We got one more or two?
Hi, hi
One more.
everyone.
Okay.
Yes. Hi everyone.
Yes.
Hello world.
Yes, sir.
Yes. We are so amazed with your sharings today, especially when I saw your message in the group that within 3-4 hours, our
That's our
technical
dirty
team,
secret. Okay. There's no group.
technical
I'm not in any
tech-
group.
technical team, our
I'm kidding.
technical team, just when I heard that our technical team made a software within 3-4 hours. So it proves that how capable our technical team is. So whatever we want, we can do it anytime or within a stipulated time. So as you know, the economic situation in the world, especially in Bangladesh, it is well known to everyone, I think. So we have, with a full whole founding community around the globe, has full confidence on you that you will do something that will change our life. Could you please share when the new business may start or any roadmap? That is my question, please.
Yeah, absolutely. So I don't want to talk about things that are not ready yet. I think we're in agreement, okay? Perhaps I don't want you to have to inherit anything from the past, just the knowledge. Don't be in the mindset we're just going to have a different sticker, all right, or a different lipstick on it, or a different name or logo. No. What we've had is beautiful, really taught us a lot. I don't have any grudge with all the falsities, okay? But we're in a better position, going much faster, more effective, more successful to a new, in a different direction to that beautiful dream that we share. So we're going to be excited, obviously, in the future to unveil those components as they come in. But I'm going to repeat one more word and I'm done with this topic. Like an arrow. Okay? So we're going to penetrate this market with something rather sharp. Think of it our forte, what we're good on, laser focus, slick, like a sword on a white cheese from Wisconsin, okay? And then while you're doing it and using that effectively, we will stabilize, scale, and obviously expand. All right? If Engineer Shashanta, if you think about it, like formerly, what we did, we had one, two, three things. It's like multiple bricks if that builds our empire, right? Going with a bigger uh, head or nose, if you wish. So imagine an airplane that want to soar up in the sky, but with a big wide board or wall up front. No, or a boat. They have that oval, edgy, sharp nose, so they can penetrate into the water or the air or any object. And if that analogy makes sense, is like that market, we're going to penetrate and go through, and then more will follow. All right. Hope that makes sense to you. And back to you to the last question, I believe, or comment.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much, Yash. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much. Bye.
Of course.
Dan, I have you on, Dan.
Okay, great. Thank you, Ash. That was amazing. And I just have a quick comment on a bullet point, a couple of bullet points that I got out of this today. It was, we're standing on the edge of something new. It's the birth of something better. We're creating a new vehicle, and you are giving the people the tools and the opportunity they need. And we're doubling down. I love that. They're doubling down on the dream with more energy than ever. And behind the scenes, the wheels are turning. I think we noticed that with the products that came out within 3.5 hours. We saw that everything is going on behind the scenes is more than we can possibly imagine. And I thank you. And we
Dan,
all
let me
have a
whisper to
choice.
you. This is not on passive team. This team has their work.
Oh,
This is
absolutely.
just a spot. This is a side help. Voluntarily.
Yeah. Amazing.
Mind-boggling.
Yep. And
Don't
we
tell
all have
that
a
to anyone.
choice.
Yeah.
We all have a choice. I made my choice to follow and to keep going.
Amen to
I'm
that.
ready.
I'm ready too. and I'm jealous.
Why?
By not being with Chris Johnson in Colorado
Oh,
a week ago.
we had a ball. We had a blast.
Yeah.
You're welcome anytime, Ash.
I'm not a happy camper. Next time. Okay. I'm kidding. I love it. He deserves it. Yes. It was so good to see you. All right. Back to you. I appreciate the conduct and the organization here. Beautiful.
Ash, how are you
Talk to me,
today?
Daryl. So good to see
Yeah,
you.
yeah, as well. Ash, what do they always say? Timing, timing, timing. I now have three grandchildren starting college, and I've been having conversations with their input because of the generation that they are now in, they're introducing to the world. And I just think about this one thing. I said to my grandson, and he shared with us, Pop, he said, AI to me is nothing more than a supercharged, um, gosh, I get so emotional about this. He says it's just like a supercharged search engine for me, and I can use it for good or for bad. And he said, once I taught him the dream of having AI with heart, and what it can do for humanity, it just opened so many doors for him. And I just can well, I can't even imagine what you and the team are going to be able to do for that generation and us as well. But where will this country, where will this global entity be with with that dream and that set for that generation? And I see this company just going so far because of what we have in place. It's amazing. Thank you so much.
Brother Ash, if you are speaking, your mic is closed.
Yeah. Thank you, Daryl. How old are they? The grandkids?
I have two 18 and one 17, and one just finished one
Ah,
year, and the other two are starting this year.
bingo. What a time.
Bingo.
Yeah. Timing, timing. And
Yeah.
the youngest is?
Uh, I have a 9-year-old grandchild as well,
Yeah.
but it's
Can you tell
amazing.
them to first tell them Uncle Ash says hello, but can you grow fast? Can you be 18 tomorrow?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. What a beautiful time. Incredible. All right.
Amen.
We're going to wrap this up. Okay. So, Julie, what do you have for us? Thank you so much for your participation. Everybody want to say hello, bye. And we want to hear from you, obviously. Chris Johnson, we want to say hi, bye. Everybody's excited to hear you.
Well, I don't know why they've been hearing me all week, but listen, I got to put some here full of hope and dreams. Again, just a quick one about that rotator. Of course, was caught me off guard, blew me away, and I'm gonna let you all know. Expect the best from this team. Expect the best from Ash Mufareh, and
Yes.
we're just getting going. But hi, everybody! Yeah, from Kansas. I love you all.
My man, thank you. We love you too.
Marcienne, I have you on.
Thank you, Sister Julie. À toute la communauté française, waouh! Si aujourd'hui vous êtes encore assise sur votre chaise, je ne sais pas de quoi vous êtes en train de penser. Je vous assure, notre PDG, Monsieur H. Mufareh, vient de nous donner ce que nous appelons l'union des States. Il l'a décrit et nous a amené à la direction que nous voyons. Et il nous a dit, the best way to get up is to get your butt up. La meilleure façon d'être au-dessus, c'est de lever vos fesses sur les chaises. Alors, est-ce que vous êtes debout? Je suis debout, il est debout, notre équipe est debout. Mettez-vous en ligne, attachez votre ceinture et ensemble, nous allons partir. Nous sommes en train d'aller avec lui. Merci, Monsieur H. Mufareh et à l'équipe. Merci.
Merci. Thank you, Marcianne.
Manu, I have you on.
Hello, thank you.
Hi,
Thank you,
Minu.
Mr. Ash. Thank
Shalom.
you for having me here. It's just excitement is off the chart. Did you all hear all of that? Are you all on board? We can always listen to this webinar over and over, and then we find out, oh, I didn't catch this part. I didn't catch this part. I am fully delighted. I'm all in. I'm committed. I was looking at Colin's face when Mr. Ash said a team that comes up with an application before I even call their name. Oh my God, stay excited. I cannot wait to share my excitement on Facebook and on YouTube, and I cannot get enough. What can I say? I'm just so excited. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. That's beautiful.
Hey, Ash, thanks for having me. I am so blessed and blown away, like you said we would be. I know you always give blessings. What I am so excited about, I'm going to do lives, of course, you know that. But I actually recently, the last few months, I've been meeting up with meetup groups, women's group, and a lot of people are interested in the AI stuff. And I'm excited to share with them my excitement. In fact, I go tomorrow, so I'm excited to share with them and also the world that everybody's dreams will be filled and everybody's passion is important. And we love everybody matters. All people matter here in this world. That's all I have. Thank you so much. I love you guys.
Thank
All
you,
the
Sherry.
pieces.
Appreciate it.
Hi, Ash. Yeah,
Hey, Collins.
this is Collins here from United Kingdom. Yeah, you've
Oh,
just
my
blew my mind.
goodness.
This wonderful evening, I was just like sweating, especially when you were explaining stuff. This is what we talked about, complexity to simplicity, so it's accessible to all. This is what I said in old news. We are seeing history in the making, a product with analytical tool. And Ash said, we can give it for free. Why not? It is mind-blowing. When I look at what you've said, Ash, we are coming out strategically. This is not the time again to roll out carelessly. You want to roll it structurally so that they can have it in a time, not in our own time, but in God's own time, so that everything is perfect. I am really, just excited, waiting now to go out to explain some of these things in all the YouTubes and anywhere I will go, like Otech Pro Heroes and Collins, comfort. We are coming. So just get it. We will explain a lot of this in what Ash have said today. It is crazy. So thank you, Ash, and I'll leave it there. Thank you, the team. Greet the team
Thank you
for
so
love
much,
them.
Collins. Always good to see you. Lovely.
Yeah, sure. Hi, Ash. Yeah,
Hey,
so I'm
Comfort.
just hello,
Somebody
yeah.
is excited. You're looking
I'm
great.
more than excited. Yesterday during my life, somebody told me that I seemed to be very relaxed, and indeed today I feel even more relaxed, especially when you said today that you take responsibility for all the mistakes that have happened. That is what my brother Oliver means when he says Ash is doing the heavy lifting, Ash is taking the risk, and we come in risk free because you bear the burdens, you take all the punches, and that is what makes me relaxed. So watch out for Empowerment Network. Don't worry if I said something and you did not hear, because the team is here. We're going to break it down. I'll go to listen what Rita said. I'll bring the Otech Pro, I'll bring Jean, I'll bring Mike Ellis. Don't worry if you've not understood everything. We've got you covered because it is mind-blowing, right? Think about the two new products. Who was expecting that? So sweet, so wonderful. And it came just like this. I don't want to peek into your brain to find out what else, the real thing, whatever is sitting out there and waiting for myself and Jean and the rest of the team. Right, guys, just get ready because we are in the mood to go ahead. Ash, we are ready to go another step with you and make una know say any man where you never hear anything, mama and papa them are there for here. Anything where you never know, tell me, I go bring them for pigeon. And nothing make me you remain for outside. All man get to know wait till Mr. Mufareh don't talk today. Thank you.
Hallelujah. Oh my goodness. That is
I was
somebody's
speaking,
excited.
so
Whoa, beautiful.
Hello,
That was
Ash.
lovely. I could feel the
Sorry.
sensation, the energy, the vibration. Hi, Narelle.
Hey,
Hello,
how you
everyone.
going?
All right, gonna wrap it up,
I
guys. All right, go ahead.
just 2 words, okay, or
One,
four. When we stand
done.
united,
All
we
right,
stand
next.
stronger together. When we stand
That was
united, we stand stronger together. So thank you for
yes,
everything.
indeed. Thank you, Narelle. We'll be in touch. All right. Thank you. So good to see you.
Thank you. You too.
And honor is spelled Honou, like harbor. All right. Color with a U as well.
That's how we spell it over here,
Doesn't
okay?
mean you're right. Yeah.
And it doesn't mean
You
that
can
I'm
do whatever
wrong.
you want. Yeah. That's right. I'm having fun with you. Thank you, Narelle. All right,
Thank
next,
you.
please.
Yes, hello Ash, hello Ash. Greetings from Bel Air. This is your brother
Hey,
Bob. Good
Bob.
to see you. Hello
Good to see
everybody.
you too.
Yeah. So I just want to say the delays, the mistakes, the disappointments and everything are all lessons learned, which brought us to this new vehicle,
Right.
which is like, as I think Peter Rogers said one time, that was a Ferrari. That's what we are getting into. So thank you. Thanks to the innovators team that you have for them to come up with magnificent tools just at an instant. Thank you. Good to see you, bro.
Thank you, brother. Thank you.
Thank you so much, brother. Thank you, everyone. Please send my appreciation to the team. I'm grateful to be here, and
We're
I am
listening.
appreciating it. It's beautiful. I'm so happy and excited. Everyone, if you're currently watching on YouTube, there's so many YouTube channels of everyone that's attending this meeting today. They will do their live. Please make sure you follow the right channel. Go out there, subscribe, and re-listen to this beautiful meeting today. And we are looking forward.
Thank you, Julie. And thank you for everything you've done as well. It goes without saying. And Susie, Red, and Chris, and all the close friends in the background. Your effort goes, highly valued and appreciated with a ton of gratitude. Thank you so much. And everybody who's really given their heart in the background, whether by the support, the thoughts, the thinking, the encouragement. It's so appreciated.
Yeah, and I just wanted to add that now we're having a different approach. This is a different approach. This is
I just cannot thank you enough for that beautiful video with Amy, and again, happy birthday, Amy. Was wonderful. I was touched and moved by that video, personal video you sent me the other day with brother Chris, and it means a lot. I have it in mind, and I am telling you, it adds more fuel. Go ahead.
Thank you. We're having more actions than words now in this great movement that we're having. It tells us to keep in touch. Look out for all news and the updates. There can be changes when you're sleeping, when you're walking, when you're talking. You can never know. You can never tell. With Ash, you can never tell what is going on now. Like now, right on live, we're on a live product. So all I can say now is keep watching, go to the OES, go to the back office, listen to all the live stations. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you,
Fun fact,
Ivy.
Susie, when the team
Okay.
surprised me with that, you like fun, okay? When they
Yeah.
surprised me with that tool, you know what they did with the survey is like they're not going to touch something in the market or generic or pay subscription. They make it. They're developers. They're experts, okay? And when I was really in shock, the thing is like it happened at night. So there's a good possibility that I was dreaming, okay? But no, it was real. I was really shocked. And when we've tested, everything was good and it was so simple. I said, you know what? While you're at it, we're using YouTube today, jokingly, okay? Do you have a backup for that? I'm kidding. That's a big aim. I said, no,
Oh,
not
that's
that
funny.
fast. Not that
Not
fast.
that
Okay.
fast, but possibility, right? Okay, I'm going to
Can't
wrap
say no.
things up. I'm going to wrap
Thank you.
things up. I opened up and I'm going to wrap it up. And I just want to say thank you for everyone here on the panel. Thank you, Ash. Thank you for all those watching. Now, you've heard all of this information. Many people here have asked questions or given feedback. And now what we're asking you is to go out there, share it, either social media, do a video. If you're kind of concerned about having your own channel or whatnot, reach out to somebody who does have a channel and ask to be invited maybe on one of their lives. I know, Ash, what you have provided us on information gives us so much to talk about, so much to talk about. So let's keep the momentum, the excitement, spread the information out there, do the right thing, speak up about it, and we'll see you next time. So thank you, everybody. This was great. Mwah.
We'll be looking forward to your feedback. As Susie said, the internet is wide open. Share the love, shine away, and we're watching. We're genuinely interested in knowing what you think and what you recommend, and we can always take an advice. And we're going to do it professionally and respectfully. And this is a good path for you to be recognized. We already have a good structure. It doesn't have to be public, all right? Private, with like-minded people, and we're going to be talking periodically, and we're going to have more time, but off air, to actually brainstorm and discuss things and evaluate and socialize and have uh, fun love
Fun,
time.
fun.
Yeah, why not?
Like you mentioned, Dash, to me before, and I promise I'm ending this. That's what makes this unique. That we have the time where we can all get together, talk, chit chat, brainstorm, share the love. You are so gracious with your time, spending time with all of us. So that's still something very special within all of this. And it will be done privately. So I encourage people, get out there, shine out there. Everyone's going to be watching, and then just pay attention. You may sometime soon be in one of those private
Absolutely.
webinars so you can continue the conversation privately.
Absolutely. And for those who couldn't talk, okay, Angie, Peter, who else didn't talk? Obviously, Francine, and who didn't talk? I'm trying to recognize that. Who else? Yeah, pretty much it.
Gersmender.
Oh, Gersmender, come on. Vincent, okay, didn't talk. Peter Sruer, okay. And Janet, Andy, I'm sure they will be popping on some of the lives and have broader space and time to cover this. I appreciate your time, all the panel here, all the viewers on YouTube publicly, and those who are watching. And I look forward to seeing you the next time, definitely with more exciting news. Everything is changing in a better direction. Speaking of fun and the F word, I have two more F words for you today. Two more F words.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
SEC, full and final settlement. Done. I'm not saying SEC, okay? Full and final settlement. That's fun.
Yay. Okay.
Been
On
approved.
that, wonderful. On that note, we're going to say goodbye and mwah to everyone.
Have a good one.